Today I'm going to be doing an update on the things that I planted in March and early April to see whether they've grown, whether they survived the snow and the frosts and everything else. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and give me a like. Thank you very much. I'll see you then. Yes! Please subscribe! Okay, this was the bed where I did my early planting, and pretty much nothing has survived. The leeks have sort of survived, but they so poorly, I don't know whether it's worth it to keep it. I might just keep it to see how it survives, but certainly sowing direct in these instances, and that's your corn, your lettuce, carrots, spring onions, that's some more carrots, more spring onions, tomatoes and stuff are not something you must sow directly out in March or in April. Anyway, that's my massive failure on this lot. Let's have a look at something that I've had a little more success with. Well, for the first planting in Britain, that was a mitigated disaster. But nevertheless, I now know that not to plant those plants directly into the ground first thing in the early spring. I will have to wait. If I plant them directly again, I'll have to wait for the month of June to plant things like that. But let's have a look now at some of the plants that did surprisingly well. Well, this is a lot that did survive. Now, these are my shallots, and they've grown very, very well. I'm very, very happy with them, as I only planted them out on the 11th of the 4th, and this is all of them. And these are my potatoes. Now, they've grown very, very well as well. Now, they all went straight into the ground, but one thing that I have noted that I am really, really quite surprised is, you see these potatoes next to the shallots are higher than these ones on the far side. They haven't done so well, yet they were planted out in exactly the same time. So this is something I'm quite happy about, and it's something I'm going to take note, because I think when I plant my next lot, I must plant onions, potatoes, and because they seem to complement each other, I'll have to do a little more looking into this. But I'm very, very happy with this. And it seems like these families, the aluminium and the potato family, do quite well in the cold soil. So these are the ones that I definitely will be planting out again next year, even when it's quite cold, to get them to grow up really, really nicely. They seem to have done quite well, and I'm quite happy. Okay, that was a quick update on how things are going. Now, I've got a few other plants that I did transplant out that have been ravaged by slugs. All my marigolds that I planted, they had grown up in the greenhouse. I put them out, and the slugs had them. So I was quite unprepared for the slugs, so I'm going to have to get some slug traps made and put them out before I put anything else out. Now, I have been growing quite a lot in the greenhouse. Not that the greenhouse holds that much, but I have got quite a few out there, but I want them to get really nice, big and strong before I plant them out, because now I know that I've got a slug problem and I have to deal with it. So I want to thank you for listening, and thanks very much. Bye-bye.